Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some pre-1961 Bats League, and we are on April 19th. We got the St. Louis Cardinals traveling up to New York to take on the Giants. And let's take a look at the Cardinals starting lineup for this game. We got leading off playing second base Ed Shandus. Batting second, playing first base is Johnny Mize. Batting third, playing shortstop Roger Hornsby. Batting fourth, playing left field Stan Musial. Batting fifth, playing third base is Ken Boyer. Batting sixth, playing center field is Joe Medrick. Batting seventh, playing right field is Enos Slaughter. Batting eighth, doing catching is not going to be, it's going to be Jamie Wilson. And on the mound batting ninth is Bill Doak. Take a look at these Giants now. And that's not right. Where is Frankie? Who's going to be leading off? Frankie Frisch is going to lead off and play second. Batting third, batting second is Freddie Landstrom. Batting third, playing first base, Bill Terry. Batting fourth, playing center field, Willie Mays. Batting fifth, playing left field, Mel Ott. Batting sixth, playing right field, Ross Youngs. Batting seventh, doing the catching is Roger Bresnahan. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Travis Jackson. And on the mound, batting ninth for the New York Giants is CHRISTY MATHEWSON. So let's get down to the field here in the Polo Grounds and get this game started, folks. And we got Red Shanty's leading off. This is his second game. He's batting .250. He'll be facing CHRISTY MATHEWSON. And this is Mathewson's first start. This is his 1905 season. And he pitched in 43 games, started 37, was 31-9 with a 1.28 ERA. Here's the pitch to Red. And right away, that's going to be a leadoff walk. So Red's aboard here. And the top of the first with a walk. And the first base runner of the game. Let's see how long he stays put at first. That brings up Johnny Mize now. And Johnny's over 3 in the season. And here's the pitch to Johnny. And that's going to be a pop-up. Let's see. Pop-up down the short. And that'll be out number 1 out in shallow left field. And that brings up Roger Hornsby with Red still down at first. And Roger is 1 for 3 with an RBI on the season. Here's the pitch to Roger. And that's going to be a pop-up in the foul territory. And Roger Bresnahan takes the mask off, makes the catch. And 2 down now. That brings up Stan the Man Musial. Red still down at first with that leadoff walk. Stan's 1 for 4 with an RBI on the season. Here's the pitch to Stan. And that's going to be hit down the second. He'll fire over to first. And that'll end the inning. So the leadoff walk goes nowhere. And it is Cardinals nothing. Giants coming up to bat. And we'll have Frisch, Lindstrom, and Terry due up here. And Frankie is 1 for 4 on the season. He'll be facing Bill Doak. This is his first appearance of the year. And let's take a look here. This is Bill's 1914 season. He pitched in 36 games, started 33, was 19-6 with a 1.72 ERA. And here's the pitch to Frankie. And that's going to be against a 19. That's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Slaughter makes the catch for out number 1. And that'll bring up Freddie Lindstrom. And Freddie is batting .250. He's 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs on the season. And with a homer, that's going to be a swing and a miss. Bill's first strikeout. Hey, Big Clue. Oh, no. Hell with them Giants, Big Clue. Rooting for the Cardinals. But this Giants is a powerful team. A powerful team. When Christy Mathewson's pitching the second game, not even your opening day starter, you know you got a hell of a team. And Bill Terry's up now. He's 0 for 3 on the season. And here's the pitch to Terry. And that's going to be a fly ball in right field again. Slaughter makes the catch. And 2 fly balls to right, 2 outs. And that'll bring up Willie Mays now. Oh, that's that last out if we get this shit right. So we got Boyer due up, followed by Medrick and Enos Slaughter. Boyer's 1 for 3 with a double on the year. Here's the pitch to Ken. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that's Christy Mathewson's first strikeout of the game. And that brings up Enos Slaughter now. And Slaughter is 0 for 3 on the season. And that's going to be a base on balls. So another base runner for the Cardinals. Can they make it pay off this time? They stranded him in the first inning. We got, that was Medrick. What did I do there? So got this batting order all screwed up, it looks like. Yes, I do. All righty. So Slaughter is up now. Medrick, he walked, and now Slaughter's up. All righty. Hey, what's going on, Ken? And Slaughter is 1 for 3. See if Enos can get something going on here. Here's the pitch to Slaughter. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Ott in left field. That'll be out number 2. And now we got Jamie Wilson due up here. And Jamie is 0 for 3 on the season. Here's the pitch to Wilson. And against a 26, that's going to be a fly ball out to deep center field. Willie makes the catch. And again, the Cardinals strand 1. We go to the bottom of the second. Still no score. We got Mays, Ott, and Young's due up here. Willie is 1 for 3 with a homer on the year. Here's the pitch to Willie and an RBI. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the right field, but Slaughter's got just enough room to make the catch for out number 1. Here comes Mel Ott up now. And Ott is 0 for 3 this year. And he hits that ball down the third. Boyer up with it, fires across the diamond for out number 2. And that brings up Young's now. Ross is 0 for 2 on the season. Here's the pitch to Ross, and he squares this one up against Bill. And that ball is high. Let's see if that ball is going. He is a G against a 20. No, he keeps that one in the yard. That's going to be a double in the right field. Didn't quite get enough of it. Had enough movement. Didn't square it up. And that'll be a 2-out double by Young. That'll put Bresnahan at the plate now with a runner in scoring position for the first time for the Giants. And Bresnahan is 0 for 3 on the year. And here's the pitch to Roger. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And that'll end the inning. And the Giants strand 1. We go to the top of the third. We got the pitcher, Bill Doak, leading off, followed by Red and Mize. And this is Bill's first plate appearance. And in 1914, he hit 118 with 3 RBIs. Oh, awesome. Ken says he's playing the Cardinals against the Cubbies. And his bats, 3-Finger Brown had a perfect game going into the 7th until it slapped a single. Ain't that crazy? I had that damn no-hitter with Jim Palmer against the Yankees. Even though I'm rooting for the Yankees, after you get that far, I want to see the no-hitter. Here's the pitch to Bill. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first, I believe. Yeah, it's a ground ball down the first. And Terry's a damn good fielding first baseman, a 45 on a 5. And that's going to be fielding column 1. He's going to make a nice play. Grabs it, reaches out, and touches the bag for out number 1. That'll bring up Red now. And Red is walked his first time up. Let's see if he can get on base again here. And that's going to be against 22. That's going to be a single in the right field. So Red's got CHRISTY MATHEWSON figured out right now. Single, a walk and a single. Can Johnny Mize do something with him down at first here? And Johnny is 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch to Mize. And we drop a dice. Make this an official game. And that's going to be a 19. That's going to be hit down the third, I believe. Yes, and Freddie is a damn good fielding third baseman, a 44. That should be fielding column 1, and it is. So that's going to be. Runner's going to be out at first. That'll get the runner down the second. And 2 outs now for Roger Hornsby with a runner in scoring position. Can Roger come through here, get the Cardinals on the board? He popped up to the catcher's first time up. And again, we drop the dice. And that's going to be a pop up out the, well, let's look here. Infield should be a 1. 9, 11, 26. Yeah, going to be fielding column 1. That's going to be a pop up in the shallow left field. And Jackson makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. And again, the Cardinals strand 1. We go to the bottom of the third, still nothing. And speaking of Jackson, he'll lead it off, followed by Mathewson, and back to the top of the order, and Freddie French. And Jackson is 0 for 3 on the year. And he's going to go down swinging. That'll be strikeout number 2 for Bill. That brings up CHRISTY. And this is his 1905 season. We don't need no stinking DH. He had batted .236 with 2 homers and 16 RBIs on the year. And just like that against the 21, that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Boyer up with it. Fires across the diamond for out number 2. Back to the top of the order in Frisch. And Frankie, his 0 for 1, flew out the right field. And that's going to be a fly ball this time in the center field. And Joe makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 goes the Giants. To the 4th inning we go. We got Musial, Boyer, and Medrick due up here. Stan grounded out the second his first time up. And that'll be a ground ball. Now that'll be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. For strikeout number 2 for Mathewson. Brings up Boyer now. And Boyer is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And that'll be a base on balls. That is the 3rd walk given up by CHRISTY. That brings up Medrick now with Boyer down at first and only 1 out. And Joe walked his first time up. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. And all of a sudden, CHRISTY can't find the strike zone, folks. Can he take advantage of it? No, that's going to be hit down the second. And Frisch is going to get the runner out at second. And that'll be out number 2. And that'll put Joe down at first with 2 outs for Enos Slaughter. Can Slaughter have a base hit here? He is 0 for 1, flew out the left his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the maze in center field, and that'll do it for the Cardinals. And again, they leave a runner on. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Lindstrom, Terry, and Mays due up here for the Cardinals. Freddie struck out his first time up against Bill. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Johnny Mize has got it. He calls off DOAK, takes it himself. Now it'll be out number one. And that'll bring up Bill Terry now. And Terry flew out the Slaughter his first time up. And that'll be another base on balls. That's the first walk given up by Bill. So not what you want if you got the Mays and then Otten all due up here. Willie's 0 for 1. He flew out the right his first time up. And that's going to be hit down the third. Can they go around the horn here, folks? No, they'll get the runner out at first. That's all they'll get. As Boyer fires across the diamond, puts Terry in scoring position, and Mel Ott up now. And Ott is 0 for 1. He grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Rather, a pop-up. Let's see, 24 on a 3. It might be a pop-up down the first. Yeah, it's going to be a pop-up down the first in foul territory for out number 3. That'll do it for the Giants. They strand a runner in scoring position. We go to the top of the 5th. Still no score here. Another close game. We got Wilson, DOAK, and back to the top of the order in red. Here's the pitch to Jamie. And that's going to be a 9-26. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Frankie's up with it, fires over the Terry for out number 1. And here comes the Bill. Can he get something started for himself here? He is 0 for 1, grounded out the first his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 up and 2 down here for the Cardinals. Back to red. He's been on base both times. He's walked and singled. Can he keep this perfect game up? And now that's going to be a swing and a miss, strikes him out. And all of a sudden now CHRISTY looks like he's on cruise control. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We got Youngs, Bresnahan, and Jackson due up. Ross has doubled his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. And Joe has plenty of room out there in the polo grounds to make the catch for out number 1. Here comes Bresnahan up now. See if Bresnahan can get a 1-out rally started. He grounded out the second his first time up. And that's going to be hit out in left field. And Stan the man's out there, 46. It's probably going to be a single. And yep, that's a single in the left field. Bresnahan's aboard here with 1 out. And that brings up Jackson with a runner down at first. And Jackson struck out his first time up. Still looking for his first hit of the year. And he squares it up, folks. This game might not be tied for long. Bresnahan's got good speed for a catcher. And that's going to be a double in the right field. And with 1 out, Slaughter's got a good arm. Let's see if he's going to take a chance here. A 24. And a 46 with 1 out. He's going to stay put. So it's going to be second and third. And only 1 out here. And that'll bring up CHRISTY MATHEWSON. And MATHEWSON help his own calls out here, folks. Second and third, no, and only 1 out. He grounded out the third. They'll bring the infield in. And that's going to be a 9 against a 21. And that's a swing and a miss. Big strikeout for DOAK. Nice job there. gets Mathewson out for 2 outs. So it's up to Eddie French here. Can Fresh get a base hit? He's flown out the center and the right. And Frankie is not getting the job done this time. That ball is hit back to the mound. And he fires over to first. And the Giants strand too. And we're still tied up at 0-0 into the 6th. We got Mize, Hornsby, and Musial due up here against Christie. And Johnny is 0 for 2. He's popped up the short and grounded out the 3rd. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Christy Matthews now, I think that's 3 out of 4 batters he struck out. Brings up Hornsby now. He's popped up the catcher and the short. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Easy play for Jackson over to first. And he gets his counterpart out. That brings up Stan the man. 2 outs, nobody on. And Stan's 0 for 2, grounded out and struck out. And that's a base on balls, a 2-out walk. Gets the go-ahead run down at first for Ken Boyer. Boyer be the hero here for the Cardinals and get them on the board. Ken's 0 for 1, struck out and walked. Hasn't put the ball in play yet. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes on him. And all of a sudden, Christie can't find the strike zone. I know, I'm surprised too, Ken. They got a hell of a hitting team. Here is the pitch, 2-0 pitch to Boyer. And that's going to be hit down the short over to first. And that'll end the inning. And the Giants leave another runner on. We got Lindstrom. Terry and Mays due up here. Freddie is 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded out the first. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. Boyer up with it. He fires over the first for out number 1. Here comes Bill Terry up now. And Terry is 0 for 1. He did walk his last time up. And that's going to be another ground ball down the 3rd. And another out. 2 up and 2 down. It's up to Willie Mays now to get something going here in the 6th inning. And the Say Hey Kids 0 for 2, flown out and grounded out. And that's going to be hit in the left field. Stan the man's out there. And 51, that might be fielding column number 3. And it is just barely fielding column number 3. And that's going to be a single. And he's going to take second on the air. So an E7 gets the runner in scoring position with 2 outs. And that could be to break the Giants' lead. Mel Ott up now. A single will easily score Mays. Ott is 0 for 2 today. Grounded out the 3rd and popped up the first. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Slaughter's got enough room to make the catch. And the Giants strand Mays at second. We go to the 7th. Still no score. Great pitching duel here by DOAK and Mathewson. We got Medrick, Slaughter, and Wilson due up here. Joe is 0 for 1. He's reached on a fielder's choice and walked, so he's been on base both times. Not this time, though. That's a ground ball down to Jackson. Over to first for out number 1. And Enos Slaughter comes up now with nobody on and 1 out. And Slaughter's 0 for 2. He's flown out the left and center. And that's going to be a base on balls. That's the 5th walk by Christie. And that brings up Jamie Wilson, the runner on at first. Go ahead run down there. Jamie's 0 for 2. He's flown out and grounded out. And that's going to be a 10 against a 26. And that ball is going to drop in center for a single. And Slaughter's speed, he'll get down to 3rd. And all of a sudden, the Cardinals are making some noise here, folks. Let's make sure. With a 53, he should make it down there easy. Shouldn't even need to roll the dice. Mays does have a gun out there, but Slaughter's speed is a 17. We'll throw down there. It's a 33. So 63 or lower. He's in there safely. And he's in there. So we got first and third now and only one out. And the Cardinals making some noise against these Giants here. And are we going to pitch hit here for Bill? That is the question. I think we got to. We got to take a chance here. Bust this game open. And up to bat is going to be old Slim Bonhamly. He's going to come out here and pitch hit for Bill. They're going to bring the infield in, the Giants are. So Bill Bonhamly will come out the pitch hit. Try to get the Giants on the scoreboard. And Bonhamly, this is his second appearance. Came in the game when Johnny Mize got ejected and didn't get an at-bat. So this is his first at-bat of the season. Here's the pitch to Bonhamly. And that's going to be a 7 against a 24. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short with the infield in. Jackson's going to be a fielding column 1. Let's make sure again. That's a 7 against a what? A 24. 7 against a 24. And I'm sorry, that's going to be a single. That is a single in the left field. And that'll score Slaughter. And Wilson's going to stop at second. And all of a sudden, CHRISTY Mathewson's in trouble here. Gives up a run. Now it's first and second. And still only one out. And we go to the top of the order in red. And red is 1 for 2. He's walked, singled, and struck out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out for the second time. And that brings up old Johnny Mize. And the big cat here is 0 for 3. He's popped up, grounded out, and struck out. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. That'll do it for the Cardinals. But they score 1. And we're going to do the old switch, double switch. As Mize is going to come out of the game since he made the last out. And Bonhamly will stay in to play first base. And let's see who's going to come out here to pitch. The 7th inning. You got a lefty, a righty, and a righty due up. So they're going to go with Jesse Haynes is going to come out of the bullpen. He'll bat in the second spot. And like I say, Bonhamly will stay in the game. So Haynes will come in to pitch. This is his 1927 season. So Jesse comes in. He'll bat in the 2 spot for Johnny Mize. And Bonhamly will stay in and play first base. Like I say, this is Jesse's 1927 year, his first appearance of the year. He pitched in 38 games, started 36 of them. Was 24-10 with a 2.72 ERA. Can he hold the Giants here? Cardinals with a 1-run lead. You got Young, Bresnahan, and Jackson due up. Ross is 1 for 2 with a double and flown out the center. And against this is where the Giants are going to do their jammies, getting to this bullpen against a 15. That 7 is going to be a base hit in the right field. And the Cardinals don't have much of a bullpen, folks. He's not a pull lefty, so single in the right. So the tying runs down at first. The go-ahead runs up to the plate in Bresnahan. And Rogers 1 for 2, grounded out and singled his last time up. And that's what the Cardinals was looking for. That ball is hit down the second. And Red's up with it. He fires over the second, over the bottom lane. That's a 4-6-3 double play. Now there's 2 outs and nobody on for Jackson. So the defense, the best friend for the pitcher, gets the double play. Travis is up now. He doubled his last time up and struck out. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Travis trots on down to first. And unfortunately, we're going to have to pitch hit here for Christy. Trying to get something going here. And let's see who's going to come off the bench here against Jesse. And it looks like it's going to be Mike Delane. It's going to come off the bench to lefty. See if he can get something going here with 2 outs and a runner down at first. And Mike, this is his first plate appearance. This is his 1905 season. He batted .356, 7 homers, and 80 RBIs. Can Mike come through here with 2 outs for the Giants? And that's going to be a 10 against a 15. And that's going to be a nice catch out there in left field by Stan the Man Musial. Robs Mike of a base hit. These Cardinals are playing some D, folks. And it's still 1-0 as we go to the top of the 8th. Now we got to see who's going to come in here to pitch for the Giants. And it looks like it's going to be I think it's going to be the Barber Magdalene going to come on here to pitch. Got a bunch of righties due up here. See what Sal can do. This is Sal's 1951 season. And Sal pitched in 42 games, started 37, was 23-6 with a 2.93 ERA. Can he hold the Cardinals here to 1 run? He's got Hornsby, Musial, and Boyer due up. Rogers 0 for 3, popped up to the catcher and short, and grounded out to short. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Young in right field for out number 1. Here comes the man, Stan, the Man Musial. And Stan is 0 for 2. He's grounded out, struck out, and walked his last time up. And Stan gets a hold of this one. He drives that ball, see, against a 17. That's only going to be a single in the right field. Didn't quite get a hold of it. It sounded a lot better than what it looked. So Musial's down at first with 1 out for Ken Boyer. And Ken Boyer is 0 for 2. He struck out, walked, and grounded out the short. Giants looking to turn 2, but that's not going to happen. And blast is this one against a 20. That is going to be a triple in the left field. And that's going to score Stan the Man. And now they got a 2-run lead here, folks. And Boyer with a triple hits it out there in the gap. That's a long way out there in the gap in left field. So that'll put a runner down at third. Now the Cardinals up by 2 with Joe up. Giants will bring the infield in. And Joe's 0 for 2. He's walked, reached on a fielder's choice, and grounded out. And that's going to be a 40 with a runner down there. And that's going to be a wild pitch 3. He's not. So we'll go to the rare play with a runner on third. On a 40, a 54 on a 40. And that'll be an 11. That'll be the shortstop. And Jackson is a 9. And a 65. That might be fielding column number 3. He might screw the pooch here, folks. And yes, he does. That's going to be an error. The runner will score. So that's an E6. Hit right to him. Should have been an easy out. Instead, he bobbles that ball. And nothing's going right for the Giants. Boyer scores. And Joe's down at first with 1 out. We're Enos Slaughter up now. Slaughter's 0 for 2. He's flown out the left. He's flown out the center and walked in the last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Frankie Frisch at second. That's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. That'll end the inning, but the Cardinals score 2 and take a 3-0 lead. So we go to the 8th. The top of the order due up here for the Giants. Frankie, then Lindstrom, and then Terry. So let's see if Frankie can do something here, folks. He's 0 for 3. He's flown out the center, flown out the right, and grounded out to the mound. And that's going to be against a 14-8. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Stan the Man makes another nice running catch for out number 1. That brings up Fred Lindstrom now. And Fred is 0 for 3. He struck out and grounded out twice. And that's going to be another ground ball down to Hornsby at short. Over to first for out number 2. So it's up to Bill Terry to get a 2-out rally going. They need to scratch at least 1 run, I would think. Give themselves a chance in the 9th. Terry's 0 for 2. He's walked, flown out, and grounded out. And that ball is high. That ball is far. How far is this one going to travel, folks? Against a 15. And he's on G. So that's a home run. Bill Terry jacks one in the right field down the line here at the Polo Grounds and makes this a 3-1 ball game. Is that going to light the Giants up now? Here comes Willie Mays. He's 1 for 3. He singled his last time up, flew out the right and grounded out the third. And that's going to be a comebacker to the mound. Jesse's got it. Fires over to Bottomley. And that'll end the inning. But the Giants get on the board and make it a 3-1 game as we go to the top of the 9th. We got the bottom part of the order due up here. Wilson, Bottomley, and then back to Red. Jamie is 1 for 3. He is flown out, grounded out, and singled. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Terry calls off. Sal makes it himself for out number 1. Here's Bottomley, who had that big pitch hit single his first time up. Drove in the first run of the game. And here's the pitch to old Slim. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Jackson's up with it. He fires over to first, and that's 2 up and 2 down. Back to the top of the order we go in Red. And Red's 1 for 3. He's walked, singled, and struck out twice. And that's going to be against a 15. That'll be a single in the right field. So Red's aboard here with 2 outs. And that'll be it for Haynes. We'll pitch it for him. Let's see who's going to come off the bench here. And speaking of Crab Burkett, he's going to come off the bench here. See what he can do. And this is Burkett's second plate appearance of the year. He's 0 for 1. Runner down at first, 2 outs for him. And that's going to be a 10 against a 17. And that's going to be a single in the right field. And Red will get down the third. And all of a sudden, with 2 outs here, Sal can't get that most important third out. So base hit in the center, and we got first and third. And 2 down here. They go out to talk to Sal. That'll bring up Roger Hornsby now. Roger is 0 for 4. Not who you want to see up here if you're the Giants. Do you walk Roger? He's not hitting the ball well. And pitch to Stan. Stan's had a decent start to the season. I'm going to pitch to Roger. It might be a mistake. He's 0 for 4. He's popped up the catcher short, flown out the right, and grounded out the short. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. He'll go the short way over to second for out number 3. So they keep this a 2-run ball game, folks. Now who's going to come out here and pitch for the Cardinals? Try to nail this game down. You got a lefty, and a righty. So Wild Bill Hallahan, I think, is going to come out of the bullpen and pitch for the Cardinals here. And this is Hallahan's 1931 season. See if he can close this game out for the Cardinals. Bring on the lefty. He'll be facing Ott, Youngs, and Bresnahan. Mel's 0 for 3. He's grounded out, popped up, and flown out. Down by 2. Here's the pitch to Mel. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 1 for Wild Bill. Wild Bill in 1931 was 37 games. Started 30, 19-9 with a 3.29. Gets the first out here in the 9th. Brings up Youngs, having a good game. He's 2 for 3 with a double. Singled his last time and then flew out the center his other time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Stan in left field. And the Giants are down to their last out. It's up to Bresnahan to keep this game going. And Roger is 1 for 3. He's grounded out the second twice and singled. And that's going to be a base hit, infield hit for Bresnahan. So he's aboard here. The Giants ain't done yet. And that brings a tying run to the plate. And Mr. Jackson, Travis is 1 for 2. He struck out, doubled, and he has walked. Can he get the job done here? Bresnahan, will he take off? That is the question. His run really means nothing. He's going to stay put. Here's the pitch to Jackson. And that'll do it. That's a ground ball down the short. Hornsby fires across the diamond. And the Giants lose this game 3-1 behind CHRISTY MATHEWSON. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Held the Giants to 1 run. Take a look here at the box score, folks. Great defense by the Cardinals helped bail them out. A lot of nice plays out there in the outfield. Oh, thank you, Ken. It has been amazing, hasn't it? Let's take a look here at the box score. Giants, they had their chances, but they couldn't get it done. Cardinals 3 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. The Giants 1 run on 7 hits and 1 error. Red was 2 for 4. I think he was the only Cardinal with 2 hits in the game. Cardinals was 2 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Boyer with that triple. They left 9 men on base. And really the only offense for the Giants was the home run by Terry. Other than that, they really didn't do nothing. Mays and them couldn't get it done. Young and Bresnahan were 2 for 4. They were 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position, left 7 men on. Old Bill DOAK gets his first win, goes 6 innings, 4 hits, gives up no runs, walked 1, struck out 3. And Jesse comes in, gets a hold, goes 2 innings, gives up 2 hits to homer by Terry and walked 1. And Hallahan comes in, gets a save, pitches 1 inning, gives up a hit and strikes out 1. CHRISTY MATHEWSON, a tough luck loser here, goes to 0-1, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, walked 5, struck out 6. Sal comes in, gives up those 2 big runs, 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, only 1 of them earned. And the Cardinals win and tie this series up at 1 apiece. The next bats game we'll have will be is that it? I thought they played another. Yeah, they do. It'll be, let's see here. Joe McGinnity against Harry Becker. So another good matchup. Don't mind these. These starting pitchers aren't right. So. Oh, it sure is, Ken. Like I say, and then after that, we'll go back and we'll get the Yankees and the A's and finish that series off. So I want to thank Ken Castro and Big Clue for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell. And on your way out of New York, here at the Polo Grounds, hit that like button and leave a comment. Till next time, you all have a great day. Oh, yeah, exactly. He's up next. Should be a hell of a pitching duel. Me and you both, Ken. I love it. All righty, y'all take care. I'll see you next time.